Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. In the last episode, we started investigating the body, and now we're in Sherlock's brain, about to do a deduction. Task, make an ambush. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt can be repeated. Okay.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Yes. Is there anything else I need to investigate first? I feel like there's something I'm missing. But okay.
The weapon...
Yeah. Got that part. Anything else I need to do here? Wouldn't seem so. I guess the next thing I need to do is form an ambush. Some of the evidence can be used in the investigation and will be marked with specific icons. Like this. Find a use. I know a use for that. I know what I'm going to do with that. Tasks. Investigate the murder, inspect a crime scene, organise an ambush with Lestrade. The mysterious intruder might return tonight to finish what he has planned. Well, that makes sense. Wasn't I doing something over here? Task, make an ambush, but... break-in attempt, plus absolutely nothing. Okay. Just gonna move on, I guess. I still feel like I'm missing something. This chest. What was in it? Yeah, I've examined all that. Well, I guess I've got all I can from this. Time to go organise the thing. But first, I'm going to find those footprints and check them out with these boots. Plonk.
These boots don't match the footprint.
Oh, so it wasn't him. Huh. It does look like the footprints are slightly larger, so perhaps a larger person. Interesting. Right, Lestrade, I need your help.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Interesting.
Ah, so what do you propose?
Well,
we shall remain on the outside,
catch them, of
near
course.
the window, where
A
we stand the
stakeout,
best
of
chance
course.
of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Yeah, don't shoot them before we find out what we need to know from them. Okay, so we've organised that. Now what?
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
That makes sense, I suppose. Here? Behind a tree? What have we got behind here? Is there anything? There's a window. I suppose this is as good a place as any. Is this where we're supposed to be? Oh, I can examine something.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Yes, genius. The fate of Black Peter. Some evidence requires additional investigation. It will be marked with a... Oh, these things just disappear so quickly. Find gameplay or interface instructions by pressing F1. Except I'm using a controller, so that's not very useful to me. Plus my laptop is all the way over there. I mean, you can't see how far it is, but I'm looking at it. It's like a whole half a step away from me. Jesus, I'm not going to do that. It's crazy. Oh, shh.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I also heard you being really loud. Shut up. Who is this?
There's someone
He's
there.
just a boy.
I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
He's just a boy.
Police! Hold it right there!
I'm coming round the other side to catch him off or
Mr.
something.
Holmes?
Yes, hello. I mean, that's exactly what you said earlier.
Mr. Holmes.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my way.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent?
Uh-huh.
And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John
I don't think
Hopling
he
Elegant,
did
but
it.
I didn't.
Do you deny
He's
that you
too...
came here yesterday?
No, he's too small.
No, but I... Yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
Hang
What?
on, Lestrade.
But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Oh, that
Enough.
quick zoom.
Can
That was
explain all
great.
of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent
But-
events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
I
You
wouldn't
are
be
welcome,
so
Inspector,
sure.
but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
It wasn't him. I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, think about it. He seems way too small to be able to put up such a fight against the old man. I mean, judging from the angle of the harpoon, maybe it does look like it might have been a shorter person, but I'm not so sure now. I guess I'm going to have to find more evidence, but I don't think it was him. Or if it was, it probably wasn't him alone. I don't think he could have... He looks like he barely could even lift the thing. Lift a harpoon on his own, let alone drive it through a man's chest, and then through the wall, enough to pin him against the wall. That's a thought. How far in did that go through the wall to pin him there? Because I don't think I remember seeing it on the outside of the shed. Or the house, or whatever it was, the room. Curiouser and curiouser. Perhaps I'm just thinking too deeply into it. Or perhaps I'm not thinking deep enough. We have to go deeper. Examine Nelligan's belongings. Will do. Can I talk to random people? Probably, if I wanted to.
Mr. Holmes?
Do you always say the exact same thing to me? Because if you do, it's a bit silly. Hello, I wish to speak to Mr. Nelligan.
Mr. Holmes, can I help you?
Can I help you?
I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation
the young
room. You
man.
can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Yes, I'll be having a look at
Thanks.
those first, thank you. Right, onwards and upwards, I suppose. Proverbially, it
Mr.
looks like I'm
Holmes?
not allowed upstairs. Hello? What's this? I can't read that. Staff room. I see. It's dark, okay? Oh, the evidence room. This is where I want to be. Ooh, a fire. Nice and toasty. That's good. I guess these are his belongings, since it literally tells me they are.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Okay, so we've got a ring. That's interesting. What's inscribed in it?
And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson.
To my friend...
To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
I feel like I've heard it before as well. I have to have a look later.
A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N.
I guess we know who J.H.N. is. Wait. What was his surname again? I've already forgotten it. Jeez, I'm useless.
Knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
That makes sense. Notebook.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
I guess we might get to find out what these things
abbreviations
mean.
mean something.
Yeah, you've said before. Nelligans.
These are the suspects.
And it was... What were the initials
A
again?
handkerchief with
J.H. Yeah, so it probably is him. Okay. terrible at remembering names. Actually, I'm terrible at remembering most things. But hopefully, I'll remember to, I don't know, investigate more in the next episode, which I'm going to do in the next episode. So I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye. So I'll be back in just a moment. And I'm back, and I'd like to introduce you all to Yummy Gummy, the yummiest of all gummies.